as long as they continue to be diverse in their ethnic selections.
You will join me or die.
Okay, who was Idris the voice of? Don't tell me Shere Khan. How did I know you were going to say it was Shere Khan? That's awesome. Okay, now let me ask you this, because obviously, Carrie, you're not just like you've already had an interest in Jungle Book before this movie came out. But let me ask you this, because I know you don't like Tailspin. Why don't you like Tailspin? You don't know why, but you know you don't like Tailspin. I think I know one of the reasons why you don't like it, because I do recall you saying something about how you don't like Louis, that monkey. He's annoying. He kind of is. But yeah. Yeah. And I kind of had that problem too with some shows where they've got these characters that are brilliant one minute but dumb as dirt the next minute with something really, really small. But then again, it kind of makes sense, because don't they say that that geniuses in some way are eccentric and they kind of miss some of the small things sometimes? So I mean, I suppose that's kind of true, but still, it's like a cartoon, okay? You know, you don't really have to be 100. But I can totally understand, because I'm like that with one show, where I think I'm like that with that Johnny Test show, where his sisters are so smart and they love him and they're always messing with him, always using him as a guinea pig and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, really? Is he really?
There is no defense.
Exactly.
You cannot run.
But you know what? There's something else. But there's something else that bothers me with Johnny Test. It's something else I forgot about it that bothers me, and I just can't remember what it is. Oh, well, see, because it's a show where it seems like, because if you think about it, Carrie, and I have I have no problems with this, but it's like they're out to prove something with that show, even though it's just a cartoon meant for kids. It's like they're out to prove that women can be dominant, can be strong, can be empowering and such. Yeah, I understand. But it's like they go a little too far. Yeah, because they make Johnny... See, I didn't even think of that, but even in Dexter's Laboratory, Carrie, Dee Dee messes with Dexter all the time, even though he's smarter than her. She'll do things where he can't match her athleticism, if you will. They never do that with Johnny and his sisters. Never. That kind of stuff. That's why I'm like, but see, I would be really petty if I were to sit up here and go, well, I don't like it because, or I don't like it, and I won't watch it just because of that. It's a cartoon. If it's on and I want to watch it, I'll watch it. I'm not going to try and take it literal, but it's like they're trying to make it literal. You know what I mean? Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I will trust its rebellion.
Exactly. First they, yeah, they're just trying. Yeah, and
Your feeble defense is relevant.
exactly.
Only now you realize your mistake.
Well, see, I for the longest time I wanted to be an animator, Carrie, and I probably take it a little too personal because I'm thinking, well, if I was in charge of this project, and you know, obviously we're making this for kids. Yes, you know, it is part of the direction of the staff to throw some morals in there, throw something in there that, you know, is more than just a cartoon, you know, just, you know, something simple, something to stimulate the minds of the young ones, in other words. I understand that. But when you make it like too literal, it's like, okay, it's a cartoon. It's not really meant to be, you know, philosophical. It's not meant to be thought-provoking. It's meant to entertain kids for 30 minutes at a time. That's really what it's supposed to be about. Kind of like how Garfield will one minute he'll be cynical, then he'll be arrogant, then he'll just be silly. You know what I mean? But see, Garfield does it in a way where it's stylish. That's why everybody loves Garfield. Yeah. Boring, yeah. And Arthur, Dee Dee's, but Arthur's sit, yeah, yep. See, and people, but Dee Dee and what's his friend's name? Buster. Buster is kind of like Jughead, and so it's like, so it's like, okay, yep. But his sister, it's like, and I totally understand that. Like, characters are like that, annoying to the point where it's like they go out of their way every minute they're on camera. They're annoying to the core. Kind of like how well, you probably don't remember when Sailor Uranus enters into the story of Sailor Moon, but she was exactly like that. She was, and they made it a goal for her character, not to really bash men, but for every other scene she was in, say something about how she doesn't like men, and then to follow up and prove that she has a legitimate reason for not liking them, like like minor characters or characters that are on the screen for 2 minutes are talking trash to her, and it's like, okay, really? Not all guys are like that. That's dumb, and it's not fair. But you know. That they have a reason for putting this stuff in. That was me. I wouldn't put anything like that in something. I don't know. I just wouldn't put anything because I feel like that's derogatory. I wouldn't put anything like that against women or against men. I just really doesn't belong. Yes. Well, she's always flirting with the girl, okay? So it's like, okay, well, not always. I won't say always. She's usually flirting with the girl. But I think their point is to prove that she's into women and she can be as dominant and as... She can take the role of a guy if she needs to. That's why in Japanese they say that she has no gender, which is not true. But they want you to believe she has no gender because she's not a guy. Yeah. but they, yeah, exactly. Yeah, because if she has no gender, what is she then? Is she like, because if you have no gender, you're not human. You're not even human-like. You're like a thing. Well, see, yeah. And see, that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. They mentioned that Sailor Neptune is a homosexual. They say she is a lesbian. But she's in love with Sailor Uranus, and Sailor Uranus has no gender. So sounds like somebody's confused. You get it? Yeah, do you get it? You get it? Sounds like somebody's confused. That doesn't make any sense. But that's Sailor Moon for you. Well, see, well, I mean, she did say in that copy of Ann America I have that she's a feminist, okay? And she's trying to promote feminism in her work. All right, I have no problems with that, because that's actually what she does. I mean, the male characters in Sailor Moon are heavily downplayed, or they're villains. So I understand. So, but to introduce Sailor Uranus and Neptune and have her have no gender and then Sailor Neptune be gay just doesn't make sense to me. But you know, it's like you said, there's a reason for all this. If I were an animator, this was my work. You know, I have values and things that I believe are morally sound, and I probably would interject them into my work because it's my work. Honestly, it's her life's work. So
The power of the force.
A Mamoru, yeah. Or Darien, if you will, yes. But yeah, I mean, it's that's why I never really got into some of the later part of Sailor Moon. I mean, I'm into it now because I like the whole story of it overall, but mostly when it's about Sailor Moon and the inner Sailor team, the inner Senshi, if you will. I like their storyline and all that, but Sailor Moon doesn't attract me 100% because of the story. Sailor Moon has always been attractive to me because of the animation quality. And Sailor Moon Crystal, it's almost like it's a totally different kind of style, but I still like it. No, I haven't watched it yet. Nope. Yes, Blu-ray. On my birthday, I was trying to play Elder Scrolls, which I finally have gotten the hang of. Well, I was also, and I mean, you know, Carrie, to be perfectly honest, I don't even watch anime the way I used to anymore because I have Hulu. So, I pretty much am watching mostly Hulu for anime. Like right now, I'm watching, I just finished, what is that show the other day? Chobits. Finally finished Chobits. Yeah. So, what side are they on? Okay. I finished Chobits. I thought that was pretty good, but I'm not going to buy it. But, well, Okay, I swear they're all shooting right at me instead of the other stormtroopers. Well, to check this out, and I didn't know this, but I was talking to a friend at work. The lead character in Rogue One, that is Poe Dameron's mother. Yeah, that's right. See, they're gonna tie this into the the whole new trilogy, this Rogue One movie. Well, she probably stole something from the Republic or Rebellion or Alliance. Man, they're shooting from every angle. She probably stole something, and then they offered her a job because she probably has ties to Imperial ties and like smuggler contacts or whatever. You know how Star Wars is. So they offer her a job, get her to do the dirty work pretty much, and pretty much pay them back for what she's done. But the thing I like though, well, the only problem, I mean, it's not really a problem, but I would like to see some lightsabers in the movie. I mean, they mentioned Darth Vader, but I hope it's not just him just cutting up a bunch of people. Actually, that would be kind of cool. Now I think about it. Yeah, well, I've thought about it for a minute. It's like, I don't really want to see him cutting up a bunch of people with his lightsaber. Actually, that would be kind of cool if he's just like thrashing people 100%. I would like to see that. Because you got good. Well, I hope you're prepared because they. Well, what'd you say? That is exactly what they're going to do, you know. Not only are they going to have a new Star Wars movie every year around Christmas, give it another year or so, maybe less, and they're going to have that Boba Fett TV show on ABC. And that's what I want to see. And it's...
Everybody loves Boba Fett. I don't remember him having enough screen time to be like...
Well, here's the thing. If you don't know much about him, Boba Fett is supposedly good enough to battle a Jedi Knight without the use of a lightsaber.
And
that's why people like him, exactly. So he's pretty effective against Jedi Knights because he has all this weaponry and know-how, and he's a Mandalorian. And Mandalorians are like the cream of the crop when it comes to combat tactics and such in the Star Wars universe. Okay, so he was eaten by the Sarlacc, that pit in Return of the Jedi. So. Right. So technically, in the books, he what do they say? They say in the books that the Sarlacc could not ingest him because of the coating to his battle armor. They say that. So in the books, he's not technically dead, but he still could be. Because, I mean, in the books, Han and Leia have 2 children. Actually, 3 children. And 2 of them are twins. One of them turns to the dark side and is killed by his twin sister because he's just going through the universe trying to manipulate and tear things up. And the funny thing about it is that he's doing it in a way where it's like fiendish, not like a devilly fiendish kind of way like the Emperor, but he's like double talking everybody and working behind their backs. Yeah, exactly. So he finally ends up killing Luke's wife. And that's when Luke pretty much goes off the deep end and says he has to be killed, he has to be destroyed. Even his parents are like, yeah, we have to do something about him because he's just going to kill all of us if we don't stop him. And his twin sister volunteers to kill him, but guess what? She has to learn from Boba Fett how to fight a Jedi in a way that it isn't predictable. That's how cool some of this stuff is. Yeah, exactly. But wait, Keith said what? He said what? I'm not looking forward to it. Yes, he will, because Keith doesn't want to admit that he's even a fan of Star Wars. I think, no. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, I mean, I understand because Keith even told me, because I was like, well, what we need to do is do what Carrie wants first. And he was like, well, let's do this first because it's right next door, and when we're done with it, we can do whatever Carrie wants. That was actually what he said to me.
And it never happened, though.
I don't know why it never happened. We got, like, horribly sidetracked. Yeah.
My scope shows enemy fighters vectoring in. They're gonna go after our transport ships. Do whatever you have to, but those ships have to get off world.
Yeah, see.
Maintain fire intensity.
Well, see, actually, doesn't it make more sense to do it like that anyway? Because, what is it? You'll have more time to. Yeah, because the last time we went there in 2012, he seemed even more into that Star Wars ride than he did this time. Yeah, because I would definitely like to see the parade again, but it would be nice if it's not like, just everybody just sitting out on the sidewalk like it's a garage sale and just nowhere to walk, and you have all the staff telling you can't stand here, you have to move, and it's like, okay, really? Where am I supposed to go? Like, where am I supposed to go? Yeah.
We've got a transport ship attempting to escape. Engage.
Yeah, what they need to do is have it go to in an area where there's an open field. But then again, But that's. But see, they can't do that either because they're draining Mark Twain's river for Star Wars. Disney owns Anaheim, Gary. Buy as much land as they want. They could just tear something down. Tear down one of them hotels, like you said. Yeah.
Here come their air defenses. Weapons hot.
Red 3 responding. I'm going in.
But after they do Rogue One, Carrie, it's the Han Solo movie next, and they're probably going to make that into like a trilogy too. Yes, and they've already they already cast Han Solo. They even cast the young Lando Calrissian to play alongside him too. It's going to be good.
There's an Imperial ship attempting to evacuate. Engage.
Mystique. Yes.
The Imperial ship is out of firing range.
What? The girl from okay, is it the same one that was Captain Phasma in Star Wars? Oh, okay. Because you know how to watch Game of Thrones. Yes. I haven't, but I intend to, is what I mean. I intend to start watching it. It's on Netflix, right? Then it's on Hulu.
Imperial air defense is coming into range.
Red 6 standing by.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Carrie. Honestly, I could afford cable. Yeah, I could add Showtime too. I could add HBO if I want. But if I do all that adding, I'm gonna take away like Netflix because I barely watch it. But then again, Mama's watching Friends now, and Friends is pretty funny. I forgot how funny it is, so I might have to keep it. I think so. We are busting the Empire. We are taking it to these TIE fighters.
The GR-75 transport ship escaped in one piece.
Yeah, it's $9 for Netflix. Yeah. Yeah, well, okay, so this is how it was in Arizona. Cox wanted to charge me $50, I think, for basic, which is like just, the regular channels, like ABC and CBS and such, and you would get like TNT and the Cartoon Network and all that included in there. Just a few cable channels, like a handful, maybe 10. And they want to charge $50 for that. Now the upgraded premium.
There's an enemy
Yes.
shuttle trying to escape.
What do you mean?
Engage at will.
Oh, HBO was okay. Oh, HBO was separate $10. Yeah, every month, separate $10. And technically, I could afford it now if I wanted to, but I wouldn't watch it. I barely watch Hulu.
Their shuttle got away from us. We need to regroup.
This game is hard to play in first-person view. I'm not playing it. Okay, you can see what I'm doing? You can see what I'm doing? Oh, okay. Whoa! Yeah, this, I was telling everybody, because everybody was telling me, yeah, go get on Space Mountain. It's tricked out to look like Star Wars. I'm like, okay, cool. Then we get on there, and I'm like, man, well, see, the thing that pisses me off is that, what if we stood in line, for an hour or two for that ride? Some people probably have done that. I would have been madder than mad. I would have been like, you mothers need to give me my money back. That's what I would have said. Yeah.
Imperials inbound.
Copy that. Moving into position.
That's it. And you know what? That is done on purpose. The fresh popcorn, yeah. They put food. Yeah, they put food at the front because they want you to come in and smell the money coming out of your pockets, basically. But you know what? And what was it, Carrie? Because I really didn't have an agenda or anything. I just wanted to go there and get on something that I've never been on before, possibly, which I did, because I've never been on the Cars ride. And I kind of did because I could see what they were building up to, and I knew it was going to be fast. And I heard someone say to his son or the kid he was with, "Could you feel the G's?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, it's gonna be fast, at least a little bit." And I didn't say that because I didn't want to scare you or Mom, because Mom was already like, "I don't want to be on this ride because it's gonna go fast." For that Tower of Terror. Yes. 2 days. Yep. I got number one. Number one. Look at it. I got number one in the room. Out of everybody. I've never done that before. Never. 25 kills. I don't know. I only died 4 times. Am I that good at this game? Wait a minute. Are these actual people or is this the computer? I wonder if this is a computer or not. Uh-huh. No, it's because I'm online. Actually, it might be both, because you have the game and I'm online, and the computer and your PlayStation knows you have a save file, so it's like, okay, you want to join in? But yeah, I really turned this on. I turned this on because I wanted to do that. But yeah, I was almost tempted to get on that California Scream ride because I've never been on a ride that goes in a loop, and I'm thinking, well, it can't be. No, I didn't. And I was thinking, well, if it can't be as bad as anything in Magic Mountain or Knott's Berry Farm because it's Disneyland. But if you knew how hard I was gripping the restraint on Space Mountain, Carrie, I had like a death grip on that stuff. Even though I was sounding like I was having a lot of fun, I was holding on to that thing for dear life. I've forgotten how fast Space Mountain is. Yeah.
I regretted letting Isaiah on the last time. He was like, he's older, and I said, he can't tell me how it feels, so I don't know how that makes his body feel, so I don't want to put him through all that whipping and moving. It may be too much for him. So I'm glad I didn't put him on it. It was a lot. It was fun, but it was a whole lot of whipping, and it was pitch black dark.
Well, how did he react on the car's ride? Could you see how he was?
Fine.
Okay.
Just fine. He was right next to me. I put his hands in the air, and he was just fine. That was just unexpected. I don't know what I was thinking. He's done with race cars.
Yeah.
We were just wanting to go fast.
But you didn't think it was going to be that fast. You didn't think it was going to be that fast.
Yeah, it was just like, oh wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. It didn't scare me. I was just like, oh crap, Mom didn't expect this. She probably doesn't like this. And she's like, I didn't like that. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was just
Well, when we got to that part,
race, but it would be like a little race.
yeah, well, technically it kind of was just a little race. It wasn't that long, but she had her eyes closed the whole time, seriously, and she's like, okay, I need to sit next to you, Asani. I'm like, why? Because I'm scared. I'm like, okay, really? And then I
Anything at Disneyland is really scary except now.
well. And see, I didn't understand what she was alluding to. But then when we got off the ride, she was like, when we did this last time, I was a little bit younger, and I'm thinking, yeah, okay, Mom, if we can't do some of these more intense rides, and we can't with you around, because Star Tours was too much for her.
Yeah, when she said that, or when you told me that she said that, I'm like, well, I don't know what she would want to get on.
Well,
Like she's wasting her money.
no, she didn't waste her money.
What can she do?
Well,
What can she do that she's comfortable with?
And I know exactly what she can do. Most, next to all of those rides in Fantasyland, are her style, her speed, like Dumbo, like the teacups. I know Roger Rabbit would have been fine. What's another good one?
She liked it. She was with me.
Yeah, but there are more like that. It's a Small World, even though that is annoying, she would have been okay with that, because that's.
So I told her that we can next time, like we will come and we can just say let's go to like
Yep. We don't have to go back to. Yeah, the California Adventure. Yep. You see, I probably will try and go around like winter or Christmas one more time before the year is up. But after, well, I don't have any more like sick time. Oh, okay, that's not true. I don't have a lot. But when the year opens back up, you know, I'll have like tons of sick time, and I can go like January like 3rd and just hang out at Disneyland, and they'll be like, well, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm at Disneyland. What do you think I'm doing? I'm just chilling at Disneyland, eating a hot dog, waiting for Star Wars. Nice. I remember that there was a time when it was closed for construction. I remember that. But you know what, Carrie? You actually have been on the ride before.
No, I know I've been on it. I've wanted to get back on it.
Oh, yeah.
An adult, and I haven't been able to because it was closed on. It was closed on my friends. It was closed grad night, but it was still because that was still around the same time. I think we went grad night, and then we went some time after grad night. We were like everybody's in the mood and whatever, so we ain't gotta be at school today, so let's just go to this day. It was still closed, so I was like, can I not get on this ride?
Well, I remember when you went with me and what was it? Me, you, and Aunt Louise. We got on that ride together, I believe.
Prove your value to the Rebel Alliance by defeating as many Imperials as you can.
The first time you got a fish? I didn't know you had more than one fish.
Excellent run.
You know, the one thing that most animators will tell you is that the reason they are so good is because their undying practice thirst. If they have any. What? Because you're left-handed? That doesn't mean anything.
You're better than this.
Okay, Carrie, your handwriting can't be half as bad as Keith's, okay? Whoa, Keith. No, Keith's handwriting is only bad because he doesn't care. He's even said that. When I'm writing, I don't care. I'm like, I can see that. He's like, I don't care if people can read this. They better figure it out. I'm like, all right. Yes. Christopher Walken did his voice.
Wanted the red flower because he said if he had it, then he can control the jungle. Because he only controlled a small section. The wolves control the small section. I don't know what Shere Khan controlled, but he really thought he ran everything. He wanted Blue to give him that, and then Bashir or whatever the heck his name is, and Blue went in there trying to save him. And that's when you really hear the real heroes. He's like, we are ginormous, and then he went to the, he's like, and I mean that in the best way. He's like, look at all that flesh just squatting there on that. The way he said it, with that Bill Murray voice was hilarious. And they showed how they made him. It was crazy. Like, how did you look off of the computer that you had filmed the outfit?
Same kind of
And they showed him how he went from sitting on this styrofoam rock in this fake river